Now we will be going over policies and procedures that are enforced behind the customer service desk. Employee policies. Eating is allowed during your break in room 140A, but it should not be in the direct view of patrons. You are allowed to drink water behind the desk in a clear bottle. However, if you are drinking something other than water, it needs to be in something that is not a clear bottle. We only allow water into the facility, so it looks really bad if we are clearly drinking something that isn't water right behind the desk. We ask that you do not do homework, studying, or reading behind the desk, or use your phone. At the end of the day, the customer service attendant needs to be approachable, and you are not approachable if your face is in your phone or in a book. Radio use. How to use the radio. To use the radio, you're going to ensure that it is set on channel 1. You will then press and hold the side button to speak into the microphone on the front of the radio. You will then release the button at the end of your statement. This is similar to a walkie-talkie. We ask that you do not use profanity when using the radio. You be professional because patrons and participants can often hear what's going on over the radios. We do ask that you take proper care of these as well, as they are $300. If you are responsible for damage, you are held accountable for replacement costs and a conduct report will be completed. When you are communicating, we ask that you use blazer-to-blazer language. When the radio begins to beep, this means that it is low battery, and we ask that you return it to the charger. When you are closing for the night, it is essential that you put all the radios on a charging station, because this is how we communicate during emergency situations. You will turn the radio off and place it in the charger. The red light on the charger must come on to ensure that the radio is placed on the charger correctly. Radios must charge for 6 hours to regain full charge, if at all possible, so try to leave them charging for at least this period of time. Please make sure that the radios are turned off when they are on the charger. Here is a chart that states each blazer number with what position they are in the recreation center. This is at the front desk, so I do not expect you to memorize it immediately. However, it is important that you know that as a customer service attendant, you are Blazer 3. The Blazer 1 is going to be the facility supervisor on shift. This is the student supervisor who is the manager during the shift. They are going to be essential to any question you may have, especially when pro staff is not here. Blazer 2 is membership, that is the desk directly next to you. Blazer 4 is camp. Blazer 5 is the fitness attendant. Blazer 6 is the facility attendant. Blazer 8 is the aquatic staff. Blazer 9 is the climbing wall attendant. Blazer 10 is the outdoor pursuits attendant, and Blazer 12 is the intramurals staff. Sexual harassment. Sexual harassment is a form of sex discrimination that is both reprehensible and unlawful. Sexual harassment is contrary to the most fundamental and ethical canons of the academic community and violates the special bond and exploits unfairly the power inherent in the relationship between supervisor and subordinate, or teacher and student, and it can occur between persons of the same status. Whenever and wherever sexual harassment occurs, it undermines the entire collegiate process of recruitment, appointment, and advancement at the institution. It is the policy of the Office of University Recreation that no employee, member, or student shall engage in sexual harassment. University Recreation has a zero tolerance to all sexual harassment findings. Students that feel that they have been sexually harassed must report the incident to their supervisor immediately. All reports will be investigated using University Recreation staff, UAB personnel, and law enforcement. If a non-student employee is sexually harassed, he or she must report the act of harassment to their supervisor. If the employee feels uncomfortable doing so, or if the employee's supervisor is the source of the problem, condones the problem, or ignores the problem, report to the site director. Employees are not required to directly confront the person who is the source of the issue. Long story short, we just want everyone to feel comfortable working here. If you ever feel uncomfortable, please let your direct supervisor know.